God damn. Remember when I had Diana's car on the video? Well, this is what happened. This guy was making a left turn and just collided with her right in, well, her and her man, like right in the intersection. So the entire shock is done, the control arm's done, bumper's done. This car's totaled, bro, but thankfully they're okay. Noirgang, you guys have to see this dude shit. Like, his obliterated, bro. Done. Look at the glass, everything. Airbags deployed. This guy's a douche, bro. This is why you pay attention when you're driving, dog. Rest in peace. I just posted a video about this car. Oh, you did post it? And rest in peace. The fastest Kia. What is it again? The fastest Kia Forte in Miami, bro. The end of an era, bro. Glad you're okay.
I'm Diesel in that.
What? What the fuck? Van Diesel. Oh my god. Goodbye. Damn, it's hot. Ugh.
What's going on, Noirgang? Welcome to another Noir.TM video. This is your boy Ray coming to you live with helium. So,
oh my god, it's so weird. If you guys ever wonder what my voice sounded like high pitched, there you go. But yeah, here's the update. This car is pretty toast, as you can. As you can see, it's pretty toast. Surprisingly enough, it has no subframe damage on the top, but like it has no frame damage on the top. But as you can see, shock's messed up, control arm is broken, all that jazz. Like, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
So today we're just gonna go do some midnight runs.
Yo, my voice sounds fucking horrendous.
I'm out here with Driven 17, you know, we're just...
Sounds like a
Yo, my voice sounds terrible. Look, hey, babe, suck this. But I'm talking about the helium. Here, go, suck on that. Yeah. Alright, so today the plan is to do some spirited driving in Mexico. Found some nice windy roads, and it's really rare here in Mexico. So first we're gonna go do some family things, and then I'm gonna do some point of view footage when we're in the Z later in Mexico. All right, before I do, this time I actually didn't start my car at all today. Let's give the boys a cold start. Because these guys are actually trying to rush me right now. Alright, Noirgang, you guys already know where we are. The gas station. But this time, for once, it's not for me though. It's for that jerk over there. The whole point of this video is we're going to do some spirited driving. It's no means trying to show technical skill, not trying to I'm definitely not a professional driver, nothing like that. Just having fun. If I can get some friends to come with me, awesome. If not, it's just going to be me solo dolo just ripping it through, because I found some pretty awesome and fun to drive roads out here in Mexico. Well, not here, but on the way to Mexico. So I want to kind of just make a video of just driving, maybe talking in between, and just see kind of like what happens, you feel me? So you never really get the opportunity to do this in South Florida. So when you find a place that's, you know, like where it's, well, not legal, but you know, in an undisclosed location in Mexico that's safe enough to drive and do it, by all means. If I had like a Lamborghini or Ferrari, I would have done this like a long time ago. So yeah, that's it. All right, Noirgang, so now we're in the car. I got my my co-pilot over here, so she's gonna help me spot out, make sure that if there's any road obstructions or any kind of pedestrians or whatever the case may be, she's the one with the plan. So you got this? All right, so today we're just kind of just kind of plan on just having some fun, some spirited driving, that's all. Well, Noirgang, I guess in the midst of all this, we can talk about like what the plans are. So, all right, most people that are on this, that have been watching me now, they probably don't even know what I have because a lot of you guys are actually pretty new. So whatever. So if you're watching this, welcome to the channel. Again, my name is Ray from Noir.TM. Pretty much, I just make a lot of videos with me and my friends doing dumb crap like this, but today we're rocking it solo. Nobody wanted to come out with me, and it was kind of sad. I wanted to just hang out with the boys and just do some spirited driving, you got me? Alright, so I'm not trying to go full ham. I'm just trying to make sure we can have it enjoyed, and we can just enjoy the ride. But yeah, so right now I have an ISR exhaust on the car. I did cut the resonator off though, because I wanted to kind of open it up a little bit, because for anyone that has an ISR exhaust, you should know that you don't really hear the car that much, especially under load. Like, you scared? But yeah, like you can't hear the car too much, especially when going wide open throttle, until you cut off that resonator. So I did get rid of that. Thankfully, I did get hooked up with some Gen 2 still in intakes. I'm not really, like, okay, if you're in the market for intakes, and I guess if you can find them like how I did and on a budget, yeah, by all means, go for it. But that's what I have in the car right now, and I'm kind of looking and shopping to taking those bad boys off because they're not really the best, you get me? Because if you can see my temps right now, which right now I'm rocking about 220, like, yes, I mean, granted, I am driving spiritedly, but it should be performing a lot better. And without an oil cooler, with this car heating up, that's a big problem. That's one of the weaknesses in the VQ. So you want to make sure that you have a sufficient intake. Unfortunately, I don't. Mine's just decent. It does have a little bit of power gain and it feels nice and everything, but it's not exactly what I want and what the plans are. Other mods would be just obviously the stance coilovers. Surprisingly, they're holding up very well, because I don't know if you guys saw in the beginning of the video, but there were some pretty big dips that the car managed very nicely. Now, of course, I still bounced around like crazy. The suspension is at a daily drive setting right now, so it's not super stiff, but it's pretty stiff. But stiff enough to make her bounce around right now. So, oh guys, I was like, oh shit, is that a cop? We don't want to get stopped by the Mexican federales out here. But yeah, so that's literally, oh, and of course, if you want to count it, of course, as like a mod, a crazy mod, it's just wheels. I have the Varstone ES2s. A lot of people are asking me what they are. The Varstone ES2s, they're 19 by 9.5 in the front, 19 by 10.5 in the rear. I can't remember the offset, guys. Like, I am sorry. There's no, because I got these wheels by switching my stocks, by swapping them with somebody. So I don't even think he knew what the offset was. I was just excited to get rid of those base wheels, because if you've seen those things, they're just absolutely horrendous. But yeah, I mean, that's it. So that's what's on the car right now. We can talk about what the mods are for future mods, because right now, but yeah, Alright, so now I wanted to go to this street in Cancun, Mexico, because just like I said earlier in the video, there's not too many places where you can kind of just go wild. And then especially in South Florida, there's nowhere where you can just go nuts. You get me? So I took this turn a little bit slower. Okay, because I didn't know where the traffic was, to be honest. And over here, you want to be careful because people are always cutting. So, oh, road debris. Good job, spotter. Gosh. But yeah, so the plans for the car is like, now I do have a couple of mods that if you guys are new to the channel, of course you're not gonna know about, and even some OGs I haven't even told you what I have. But I already did obtain wow, this fancy, but I did buy I bought a fuel pump so that way I can go ahead and get E85 ready. Waiting to install GTR injectors, and then the next move is getting the Z1 cold air intakes, because again, they perform better. They actually absorb cold air instead of these still in Gen 2s, because right now all I'm doing is just I'm heat soaking, and I'm just gonna be heat soaked this whole run. But like, I like how she gets nervous like whenever I get to these turns. But yeah, like it just heat soaks, and I know the Z1 intakes are a lot better because they go under the bumper and they actually absorb cold air. So that's one big move that's gonna happen. And then what else? Oh, and then also more importantly, finally, your boy's getting a tune. Man, like I need a tune. Because it's right now the car, don't get me wrong, like Z's I think for being 6 cylinders, I said it in his last video, I think are pretty quick stock. They're very quiet, but that's besides the point. They're very quick stock, but they just need that extra oomph. And thankfully I'm going to tune with Martin. He's the guy that's been coming down here to South Florida, and he's been just killing it. Like everybody Z that he tuned is just absolutely insane, and I'm excited about that. So finally your boy's gonna be fast, we're gonna be tuned and just be ready to go. Oh. All right, Noirgang, we're heading back. Seatbelts on, of course. All right, safety first. Let's get out of here. As you guys might already notice, I do have traction control on, just because obviously I'm not, like I said, I'm not a race car driver. I'm not pretending to be one. I don't want to put people's life at risk. It's considering I have my girl here and I love her. So I think the rest of the video, honestly, I just kind of want to just enjoy this spirited driving. I'm going to stay maybe relatively quiet, just kind of talk. Well, nah, I can't stay quiet. I'm Jamaican. It's impossible. We're going to have some fun. You ready? You got this? All right. These kind of roads just make me wish I had like a Lamborghini and a bunch of friends with a bunch of Lamborghinis, because it's just, man, it just looks fun, bro. And so I'm getting tuned with Martin. I'm really excited about that, because finally this car is gonna move. You get me? I'm not gonna be full bolt on or anything like that, but you know, I'm gonna I'm like, I have all these hiccups all of a sudden. Whatever, like I'm finally gonna start to hold my own, and you know, it's like racing a Tune Z, well, a couple of Tune Z's, it opened up my eyes that like I'm really lacking, like until I get that tune. So I wanna go ahead and, dang, look at that guy, they're all skipping, pretty risky. Like I just want to get this tuner ready so I can stop being a slow boy, you know? We out here trying to be fast and all that. I can't impress my girl when I'm getting beat by everybody. You know, but whatever. Honestly, and you know, this car, I usually drag race it, so it's pretty interesting. It's the first time I've been on like winding roads, especially like I said here. It's pretty tight. So I don't know, are you supposed to use your turn signal when passing someone? I don't know. I usually just drag race, so like it's different. It feels weird to have it like driving on windy roads, but let me tell you, the suspension's holding up very well. It needs to be changed out because it is pretty outdated, but man, it does well. Like it corners so tight, and I'm not going super fast, but it's not exactly super slow either, you know? Oh look, there's a Mustang. I really hope it doesn't eat us. But also So I guess let's talk about the plans that I have for the car, because I am buying another car so that way I can daily that and kind of dedicate this one. The whole point with that move is to go ahead and start learning how to track my car. Like I already got a little bit of experience of driving on the track, and I kind of want to continue that because it was just a lot of fun. I'm not really looking to be professional. I don't want anything like that. It's just pure enjoyment. I just want to enjoy the car for what it is. I'm not really into autocross so much. I know one of my friends was telling me to do autocross, but just doesn't really appeal to me. You know what I mean? Because I want to get actual track time, I want to get actual seat time. But for me to actually do that, I have to get an oil cooler. I have to change some suspension components and just get track ready, you know? And probably maybe a little bit of aero might help. These Federal tires are really, really good for drag racing at least. So I want to see how they do on actual track. I don't know if I can pass this guy. I don't even know. I don't want to overdo it, so... Oh wait, no, it's a straightaway. Yeah, if I'm going to overtake somebody, I want it to be safe. So, like I said, I'm all about having fun in your car and everything, but you gotta do it the right way. And I know she gets scared every time I overtake. Like if you guys I don't know if it's dark or not, but if you can see her face, she is so tense right now. Her job is just to spot. So like if she sees any weird like road obstructions, like debris or pedestrians or the Federales, you know, she's the one. She's my extra pair of eyes. I want to take this car on track, man, because it just handles so well. Like, I just wanna see how this baby does. Another turn coming and a car, so safety first. Man, this 370Z is just buttloads of fun, man. Like I don't know how else to say it. It's just, if you're in the market for this car, man, I say it in every video, just buy it. The only thing I would say, just buy an exhaust before you even buy the car. Like just be ready, man. This is nuts. So let's overtake him because, oh wow, I missed the gear. How do I miss a gear downshifting? This is the part that scares you? This suspension, I definitely don't want to. And also, one thing I love about my car is that it doesn't have the auto rev matching. Now, of course, if I could, I would. It's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm glad I don't, because you have that feeling, you get me, that you're just doing it yourself. It's just a lot of fun. Not having that many driver assists, it's just a technical skill that I don't know. And I like the auto rev match on Z's just because when you wiggle it, it makes the noise, popping noise, whatever. But at the same time, like I said, I just love cars with not so many, with not so much driver assist. Wow, I hate that bump. I just want to pass this. that's the end of the spirited driving. Hopefully, if you guys like this kind of stuff, just let me know. You get me? Scrape, 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 scrape. But if you guys like this kind of stuff, just let me know, and I'm more than happy. Maybe next time we can actually take out the boys and we all just like do this together. You get me? Like riding out. But all right, let's head back to the States and get it popping. All right, co-pilot, good job. Proud of you. Why do I look like a bank robber here? But yeah, I had to find a spot with proper lighting. The Z, we're back in the States. All right, Noirgang, that's it. I mean, like I said before, if you guys are feeling videos like this where it's just me kind of, I guess, and you know, my girl just spirited driving safely in Mexico, because we would never illegally drive like that in the United States, right, babe? I don't even know if you guys heard her, but she agreed. Oh, and also before I forget, there was one extra mod I forgot about. I do have the cylinder slave delete for obviously my transmission. To me, that's a must. Yours is going to fail. If you own a Z, it's not about if, it's when. All right, so if it's gonna fail, which it will, just have the kit ready. I recommend the Z Speed one, not Z1. I think Z1 sells one, I'm not sure, or I can't remember the exact site, but I have the Z Speed CSC delete kit. It's totally worth it. A lot of people can account for it, trust me, just get that. But if you, like I said, if you guys like the video, just make sure to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, just leave in the comments what you drive. I always love reading what you guys do drive. If you have a Z, tell me why you bought the Z, because the comments have been very interesting recently. And thank you guys for all the love and support. We're on our way to 400 subs. The goal is to be at 500. I'm trying to make it at 500 by the end of the month. It's a challenge, but it's worth a shot. I like a good challenge. But if you guys like me driving, you guys like seeing my beautiful girlfriend holding it down, which I will say, there will probably be somebody like, oh, why do you need a spotter, stupid? Like, you don't really need a spotter. It's not like I'm hauling ass, but I mean, honestly, it was just I don't know, it was kind of like a little fun, not date thing, but just kind of just wanted to cruise and do dumb crap together. You know, we ride or die, but good stuff, making sure, damn, start sad music. Thank you guys for watching, and if you guys mess with this kind of video, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to do it again. We'll see you guys in the next one. End the video! Not really, we're still back at you.